Hello, people of the internet. My name is Green Spectre, and here joining me today on an interview is Mr. After.
I dare you, finish that word. Go ahead.
Please.
My name is Springtrap.
Okay. I won't call you that again. Please. Let me go.
Fine.
Okay.
My name is Springtrap, not Afton. Got that?
Okay. Thanks for completely ruining my mic.
You're welcome. To be honest, I wanted to tear it off, along with your throat.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep this box of severed animatronic heads between us because I think it'd give me time to run.
You can run all you can. I'll always find a way to get to you.
Okay. Moving on. Let's go to our first question. Our first question here says, what did you do before you were intact with all the, Freddy Fazbear Entertainment series? Like before you started working in Freddy Fazbear Entertainment or the sister location or in Fredbear's Family Diner. You know, what did you do like outside of that? For fun.
I have to think about that one. Most of the times if I wasn't, out drinking with a couple of friends, which is what kind of the reason why my wife left me.
Whoa. You had a wife?
Yes,
Wait. So if you had a wife, your profile here says you also have kids, but it never mentioned a wife. Why is that?
I have a wife. Well, had a wife. I think it was 2 years into our marriage. She decided to have kids right away. Obviously, given the time of what it was back then, you could only afford to have one kid. She wanted two. And then she couldn't put up with my crap anymore. So, she left me with the kids at still a young age.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. Sorry you went through that. But anyways, tell us about your kids. You know, cause you mentioned she wanted to have two, but here on your profile it says you have three, two boys and a girl. Is that correct?
Yeah, my little princess and the two boys. I'll start with the two boys. The eldest son, uh, I think he was 10 at the time before the incident. And then I decided to adopt, but that was later on when he was at the age of 13, give or take. But, what happened to my princess was tragic. I was, God, these memories.
It's okay, man. You can take your time. Or if you want, we can move on from this question. We can. You don't have to relive those painful memories if you want to.
No. Uh, I'll tell you. It was 1980 back then when there was this new restaurant opening up, which was what you mentioned. I think you mentioned it was a sister location of Freddy Fazbear's Entertainment. Back then, I've gotten my guard's license to become a night watch or a security guard in general. And I've been working there for a couple of days now, and my little girl wanted to see where I worked. I told her and him about how I worked with animatronics, and it's like this theme park for little boys and girls, the happiest place in the world.
Right, right. Please continue. What happened during that time?
What happened? Well, I made the worst decision of my life. I took her to work, and for some reason, the baby animatronic decided to malfunction.
Right, the baby animatronic, the one that can serve ice cream. Is that correct? But please, can you explain a little bit more about all of the animatronics? You know, you being one with more experience with the sister location animatronics. Well, you and a YouTuber by the name of Markiplier, which he says he's the king of Five Nights at Freddy's. But let's not go to that topic yet.
Markiplier. That guy's been to the facility before. I can never get him. The Phantoms were always able to get him, but I was never able to get him. He survived 6 nights. But I don't want to think about it. Yes, I will answer your question of the animatronics. Well, the main animatronic was Baby. She was, I think, 5 feet. 5 feet. The same height of a child. Because she was meant to be more of this animatronic that can level with all the kids, that can serve ice cream, that can, you know, relate to all the kids. But that was Baby, and then there's Funtime Foxy, the entertainer, the one that was supposed to be for, you know, those preteens, the ones that can relate, the ones that can do this and that. And then there was Ballora, the main entertainer, because she knew ballet, and then she had these little, I'm gonna call them Ballora minions, that pretty much did this whole dance routine for like a second, for like a second show to keep the people and the kids entertained for the main course, for Funtime Freddy and the Bonnie Puppet.
Mm-hmm. And here it says there's also another animatronic, a male by the name of Ernest. Ernest, am I pronouncing that right?
Not really pronouncing it right, but whatever. Yeah, he was there too, but he was one of the first animatronics that was made, but apparently they made him too sloppy, so he started to break down. They fix him, and then he breaks down again. They fix him, and then he breaks down again. So they decided to leave him inside of a special room that was called the scooping room. Pretty much that room is for failed animatronics. And, you know, he had the better tech, so they would rip him apart most of the times and put it in the other animatronics. But, yeah, he was there at the time for a little while, but not really there in full. But anyways, returning back to the story of my little girl. So apparently the baby animatronic was starting to malfunction because the genius who designed her thought, hey, let's have an electrical animatronic serve ice cream. Really? Ice cream. It serves liquid ice cream, and it's an electrical machine. Of course, electricity and water don't mix. As you can see, I am another example of that. But anyways, I'm not gonna get into what happened to me. My little girl got too close. And baby snatched her. She snatched her with that claw, the same claw that she uses to serve ice cream with. Snatched her up and started.
Okay. Springtrap, calm down. Calm down.
Made her
Don't,
into a
please,
form.
calm down. We don't want any accidents here on the show. Please, calm down. Let's go to another topic. Another topic. Tell us about your kids. Tell us about your sons. Please, just don't freak out. Please.
Oh, it felt good to do that again. Fine. Let's talk about my kids. Just give me a second to calm down. Me and my kid were grieving for my daughter. He blames me for what happened, but he didn't have anywhere to go. Seeing how, seeing how my bitch wife didn't want anything to do with us. But at that time, a couple years passed. He was 13, and Fredbear Entertainment, they contracted me to work as an engineer. But at the time, I didn't want to, but there was nowhere else I could get a job. And, of course, I took it. That, and I wanted to be as close as possible to the asshole who made that machine. So, a couple years passed. 1983. I've been working there for a while as an engineer, making sure that these special suits, special spring lock suits, a golden Fredbear animatronic, and a golden spring body animatronic, making sure that all the locks worked, making sure none of the spring traps unlocked themselves and killed whoever was inside that suit. Fun fact, they also function as animatronics. They have special AIs to know when someone is inside of the suit, so they wouldn't respond in their same speech function or their same pattern that they would walk around when there's nobody operating the suit. Did you know that?
Yes, I did in fact know that the special animatronics that would function in these ways, which we have reports of your animatronic AI still responding for some reason. Um, but is that true? Can you at least tell us this? Is that true?
Yes. He's still there. Likes to call himself Spring Bonnie, but seeing how they don't respond when someone is inside of the suit, he can't do anything about it. Sometimes I'd fall asleep, say, in the main corridor, the main entrance of Fazbear's Fright, and then I'd wake up. I'd wake up next to the glass of the security room, all the way at the other end of the building, and I'd wonder, how did I get here? How did I get here? I fell asleep on the other side of the building, and I'm here. Sometimes he does things that I really don't like, but I have to live with it.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you say him, do you mean Spring Bonnie? Because he may be an AI, but he was programmed with these functions to respond and to act like a normal human being. Is that, can you confirm?
Are you joking? Responds as a normal human being? I was the one who fixed him every time he broke down back in 1983. He was the one animatronic that would always break down. To me, he's the weak human being I've ever seen. But anyways, let's talk more about what happened in 1983. It was my adopted child's birthday. Very fun day. Of course, I wasn't watching them because there was a problem with one of the employees. Apparently one of the spring locks had opened up and clamped his leg. So of course, as a responsible one for these animatronics, I had to go and try to fix it. So we put up the spare spring suits up on stage, to keep the kids entertained, to get my son entertained, even though he was afraid. He was afraid of me for some weird reason. I don't know why. I could never figure out why he was afraid of me. But anyways, I was helping out the employee with the problems, investigating the spring lock suit that had broken down, and it was a spring Bonnie suit. I wonder why. But anyways, then all I hear is this loud clamping sound, the sound of a million spring locks going off. I turn around and I see my eldest son with a foxy mask. He's on the ground crying, saying, "Oh my God, why did I do this?" I look up and I see the adopted child in the mouth of a golden Fredbear animatronic, dripping blood. Another child of mine gets killed. Enough was enough. I snapped. I finally lost it and I snapped. Getting home, he was rushed to the hospital. Me and my eldest son had a long conversation of what he has done. I told him to get along. I told him to stop bullying him, that it would go too far. And it did. He was in a coma for a good 3 weeks. At the third week, he died. And I felt like it was my fault. I didn't discipline these kids better. I had enough. I had enough. I snapped and I went into this form of rage and anger when I made another mistake and I killed my son.
Oh my God. I'm I'm so sorry, man. I'm sorry about your loss. Um uh Thanks everyone for listening. Join us next time where we will resume these questions and hopefully Springtrap here is in a better mood to answer more questions. Um Thank you all for listening and have an awesome day. Uh Bye. You want to say see you later?
Piss off. I'm getting out of this room. I need some time to filter my emotions.
Oh, oh God, that does not sound good. Um, have an awesome day. Uh, Janet, keep an eye on him, please.